Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Pasha again, the author of Double Cross. As I said to you prior, the double cross is a metaphor for so many of the things that have happened to us that wasn't true, that we were taught were this, but we find out it was something other than that. Today I want to speak about Revelations 13 because they want us to believe that this revelation is for the distant future instead of the past. They don't want us to know that the Most High has described them as beasts coming from the sea, and that they would corrupt and blaspheme the true teachings of the Most High. Remember, he who controls the path to the Most High controls the world. This is the double cross. The sciences teach us that homostasis results from the inoculation of the blood of one individual into the veins of another of a different species. When done so, this causes the death of the lower of the two. The blood of a dog transferred into a bird kills the bird. The same with a man's blood into a monkey. And yet they promote the idea that mankind was once an ape, a gorilla, that learned to walk upright, forgetting and ignoring the fact that the Most High says that he created man in his image. You see how stupid they are? This is the double cross. In verse 1 of chapter 13 of Revelations, it says, "Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns, and on his heads a blasphemous name. The 7 heads rising up out of the sea are Russia, Britain, France, Germany, the Netherlands, the Portuguese, and Spain, all European nations that sailed around the globe, coming out of the sea to attack, enslave, rob, and murder. The blasphemy that they took with them was the white man as a god." Verse 2, "Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard. His feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him power, his throne, and a great authority. The leopard is France, the bear is Russia, and the lion is Britain. It was these 3 united beasts that set up colonialism, slavery, throughout the known world." Verse 3, "And I saw one of his heads as if it had been mortally wounded, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world marveled and followed the beast." The mortal wound that was done and then healed is the war between Britain and the United States in 1776. Britain was defeated, wounded, then the United States came to its aid in World War I and II. The wound was healed and the two united as superpowers, and it's so today. Verse 4, "So they worshiped the dragon who gave authority to the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, 'Who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him?' The United States is the strongest of all the beasts in the world." Verse 5, And he was given a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and he was given authority to continue for 42 months. The beast used this great mouth to tell lies about the Most High, to give the creator of the heavens and the earth a son that looked like himself, a white man, and he changed the first day of the week to the 7th. Emperor Constantine did that. The beast gave us the beginning of the winter solstice, December 25th, the day that the light begins to increase more over the darkness as the birthday of the Messiah. He gave us Yuletide, 12-day European pagan ritual of burning bonfires to warm the sun, and cloaked it as the 12 days of Christmas. Along with Santa Claus, elves, and flying reindeer. He gave us Easter bunnies that lay eggs as the resurrection of the Messiah, cloaking the real celebration of the spring equinox, a celebration of regeneration. And he was allowed to do this for 364 years, or 42 months. Verse 6, then he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. The Messiah addressed this in Matthew, where he says, in vain they do worship me, teaching as doctrine the commandments of men. And in Romans 3, verse 7 and 8, Paul, who used to be called Saul, a prosecutor of the real teachers of the Messiah, says, for if the truth of God has more abounded through my lies, why judge me as a sinner? Let us do evil that good may come. Reading for yourself, Romans 3, verses 7 through 8. Verse 7, it was granted to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And authority was given to him over every tribe, tongue, and nation. The beast, through his murderous crusade, sent armed missionaries across the globe to destroy, burn, and hide the true teachings of the prophets and the Messiah, who said the greatest commandment is that God is one. Worship him only, not a trinity, and not a white man. There is no nation on the earth today that does not worship the beast, the white man, as the Son of God, which is ridiculous. Verse 8, all who dwell on the earth will worship him, whose name have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundations of the world. All of the beasts and those that worship him are destined to hell. Verse 9 and 10, if anyone has an ear, let him hear. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Verses 11 and 12. Then I saw another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon. And he exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. This is German Israel, and the white supremacy, quote unquote, which belongs to people. Promoted around the world, they speak lies like the dragon, a teller of lies. They support Britain, the nation with the healed wound, because it was Britain primarily that liberated them from Hitler. Verse 13. He performed great signs so that he even makes fire come down from the heavens on the earth in the sight of men. The beast created 2 atomic bombs, then dropped them on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The entire world looked on in fear and awe of the beast. Y'all should remember that. When they dropped the bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Verse 14. And he deceived those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast who was wounded by the sword and lived. Again, it was Britain, Prime Minister Churchill, along with Prescott Bush, the ex-president of the U.S. president, that utilized back channels to smuggle Nazi German scientists and leaders into the United States after the war. They are the ones that created the nuclear weapons for the United States, Germans, and no one knew. the image of the Messiah as a beast, a white man with blue eyes and blonde hair, and a son was created in Europe. Verse 15. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. The image of the white man as a god was brought to life by the beast. Prior to this, the Messiah and his mother were worshipped as black by all of Europe. When they switched this to white, all persons having or knowing the true teachings were murdered, labeled heretics, warlocks, witches, then fed to lions and other wild beasts. Verse 16. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. The mark on their right hand is the pledge of allegiance, which is placed on the heart or held in the air. The mark on the forehead is the total brainwashing process. Verses 17 and 18. And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who understands calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Let me say that again. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Currently, all currency utilized in the world to buy and sell has the name and face of the beast on it. Is that not true? The money in your pockets has an image and a face. Without it, you cannot buy or sell. People kill for it. They sell their bodies for it. They sell their children for it. The beast, according to Revelations, is a man, a white man, and his number is 666. The Bible warns us about this. We have been brainwashed into ignoring what's right in our faces. And this is the double cross. Thank you.